Okay. Holy. Oh. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh my. Oh my. What a nightmare. Ugh. I wouldn't leave you all in the dark that much. Oh my. You have gosh. I don't even know how it fixed itself. I don't even know how it fixed itself. I'm not even gonna lie. So I went and I reset. Hi Natalie, how's it going? You missed it. You missed the beginning. So I went and I reset it, like auto reset on my phone. Then I was like, that didn't work. So I went to go reset. I went to go reset it manually. Like I actually went and I unplugged everything and I plugged everything back in. Then I was like, well, that didn't work. That's when I tried to restream the second time, and it was just like, no. Or the first time, rather. And it was just like, no. No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will work for you, actually. So then I was like, damn it. So then I was like, okay, what if I plug like an Ethernet cable in to like the little router I have here? Well, that didn't make anything any better. My download speed is fine. But my upload speed is absolute shit. I wasn't even getting 5 megabits per second. I was getting like 2.5 on average. It's like, that's not what I paid for. And I even went on my phone and tested it, and I still got like 2.5. So like, it wasn't even my computer this whole time. I thought it was my computer this whole time. It's not even my computer. It actually is just the internet. So then I was like, oh my goodness, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. And then all of a sudden, just started working again. Like, what is going on? This is what I was talking about earlier. See, I didn't do my strategy. I forgot about my strategy, where I stream privately to myself for an hour. Cause see, it's been like exactly an hour. I stream privately to myself for an hour. It gets all this out, and then it's like good for the rest of the day. It's wild. It's so wild. But we back. We back. Finally. How's everyone doing? What a way to top off a terrible week. That's no, Lulu, you missed it. That's what I did do one time. I actually did do that. That's what I did last time. I missed you too. Thanksgiving is so soon. I know. November came and went. Honestly, November just came, and it's like almost gone now. What happened to November? feel like October was so slow. You know what I mean? October is so slow. And then November hit and it just went. You know, it's hard. With my filters on, it won't pick it up, but I was trying to do like the Cardi B, you know, like, you know. That's what I was trying to do. Hope you Americans enjoy your turkeys. I will. That's for sure. I will. You better believe that. Turkey is my favorite poultry. My favorite bird. To eat, not in general. Just to make that clarification. But anyway, okay. I've stalled for long enough. Let's go back to the game. And hopefully we won't crash this time. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't say the line, but Francisca is Jacksepticeye, right? That's literally where I left off. Literal demons? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, you scared me. I thought the internet died again when you said that. Lulu, when you said literal demons, I was like, no, not again. Anything but that. It just fixed itself, please. The internet is my Voldemort, I swear. That shall not be named. Anyway, Francisca von Karma is Ireland indeed. Anyway, I didn't read that line. Top of the morning to you laddies. It smells like flowers. Uncle Pat, is this it? She's literally the entire country of Ireland? Yes, indeed. Actually, though, the entire country of Ireland is Francisca von Karma. Isn't that Detective Bad and K over there? Looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. No less. Yes, now quiet. Wait, no, he's not Western. He's New York. No, that's not quite it. The voice acting is top tier. Get this guy in the studio. Thank you. If only I had like a sound effects queued up, I would play clapping. Thank you. I try my best. I really do. Sometimes it falls a little bit flat though. So I apologize. Oh, too bad. But it's so pretty. Oh yeah, and Kay, by the way, Kay is supposed to be Sora from Kingdom Hearts. It makes sense in the future. Do I have like an Alexa? I do not. I do not have. I don't have that spyware. No. Yeah. No, I don't have Google or Alexa. Or anything of the sort. No Amazon or Google spies in my house. Not. As I'm literally talking into YouTube. A Google product. Oh, too bad, but it's so pretty. Alexa, play Objection Funk. What does Alexa say? I can't seem to find Objection Funk. I can't seem to find Objection Funk in your contacts. Why do I hear Objection Funk? Damn. Oh, Alexa. Alexa. Alexa, play. What's a song? What's a song? Am I pranking someone with Alexa right now? Let's see. What's like a really embarrassing song? Objection Funk should be my theme song? I don't know about that one. Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. WAP? Alexa, play WAP. Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. That's a line, right? I don't remember. It's been too long. Anyway. Oh, too bad, but it's so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks. I'll treasure it, always. Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here. Got something else for you. Look, I'm transferring this memory into your brain. I'm transferring my data into your head. I hope you enjoyed this thought. As you can see, I am touching the microchip behind your ear. Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy. Gummy? He's doing a magic trick where he hides the card behind her ear. Actually, though. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Detective Bad punches the child. K receives 0 damage. Doesn't even feel it. Okay, I'm just gonna watch and let out muffled giggles while you play Ace Attorney and maybe even spin the wheel. Hey, whatever makes you happy. That's what I say. Whatever you want to do that makes you happy. But that's okay. I appreciate you just being here. I appreciate everyone here. Whatever. Gummy. Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Gummy is. He was trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. I should make that a voice for one of the characters, Valley Girl. I was gonna do that for you, but then everyone voted for Marge Simpson instead. So that's what I was doing there. That it was gonna be like a Valley Girl for you though. Like the character, not for you, Lulu. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. The vote produced one of the best corn robber bits ever, so it was worth... Indeed. Indeed. Dude. Donald Trump mansplaining to Marge Simpson about baseball is one of the bits of all time. So anyway, there's a pitcher. There's a first baseman, there's a second baseman. There's a third baseman, there's a shortstop, one of the best infield roles of all time. Some of the best players of all time are shortstops. It really is one of those bits. It really do be one of those bits. Some people say I'm one of the best catchers of all time. I catch all the balls. Shaggy sounding voice? No, Shaggy's more like, Zoink Scoob! And then Scooby would be like, Shaggy's one of the best Scooby-Doo characters of all time. Matthew Lillard, one of the most underrated actors of our time. I saw him in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and I was like, whoa, that's Matthew Lillard. I loved him as Shaggy. Scooby-Doo 2, one of the greatest live-action Scooby-Doo movies of all time. Really such an underrated movie. Did you know Seth Green, the voice of Chris from Family Guy, was in that movie? It really is a bit that keeps on bitten. It's a bit that keeps on bitten. Making fun of Donald Trump while using his voice is just one of the best bits ever created for anyone. It keeps on giving. Whoa, that's Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard, one of the best people in Hollywood of all time. Isn't it weird how the best people in Hollywood somehow are always the ones that get overshadowed? I made it. Yes, I did. I did, Arthur. I did make it to Baby K. Right now, I'm doing the bit that keeps on giving. Well, we need to like play the game. We need to play the game. No more making fun of Donald Trump in the first person. We got we gotta play the game. That's why we're here. I'll be Matthewing all this Lillardness. you guys gotta stop with these comments, all right? The Lillardness really be Matthewing right now. I'm gonna Matthew all over that Lillard. I'm Matthewing right now. I'm so gonna Matthew. For what it's worth, I'm gonna edge. Sorry, that's too much. Gummy. Hiccup. Wow, what was that? I actually like said hiccup. I was trying to do a hiccup. I was like, hiccup. Source, trust me, bro. He definitely said that. I know he didn't kill Daddy. Ugh. Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying. Source HP. I'm not crying. Okay. Dude, Edgeworth really do be hitting people with the K though. I like to imagine the cast is standing there with a faint sound of Manny coaching still mansplaining to Callisto you from the window. I know, Edgeworth would be the person that, like you like pour your heart out to him and he'd be like actually just be like K with a period. He would be the one to do that.
This girl, she was explaining she was really explaining everything to me. She was laying her heart on the line and I just hit her with a K.
Okay. We're going out to steal corn? Okay. What does that mean, Edgeworth? No, but the reason he would do it, he wouldn't even do it to like be insensitive. He would do it because it's like the most he needs to type out in his mind. That all he needs to type out is the letter K, because it means okay. He wouldn't even do it to be rude. True. I feel like he would be the person to hit you with okay, but also K. Is it weird? I feel like he can interchange them both. That's so Edgeworth. If he's not feeling up to it, he'll just say K. No, Edgeworth would put the period though. Edgeworth would definitely put the period though. I feel like Edgeworth would 100% put the period. Because it's the end of a sentence, and he's formal. We're getting too ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Oh, it's the mister from before, and the lady too.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. We need to hocus pocus focus. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying. He writes out okay, and then he takes off his script out of the end and just responds to the emojis, but not the right ones. He responds with like the squirt gun.
Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant, so I'm related to the investigation.
Edgeworth would totally be the guy that's like, it's like, I'm gonna try to be fun for once. What are we going to eat today? And he would send in like, he would actually send in like pictures of like a picture of a turkey, a picture of a chicken, and then he would actually send the eggplant emoji, not for like an innuendo, but to actually just send the egg, to, like ask if you want to eat eggplant, like ask if we're eating eggplant tonight. And everyone else, like Phoenix catches the wrong meeting, and he's like, "I see what you mean, Edgeworth. I mean, what, Edgeworth? Why would you do such a thing?" Edgeworth's like, "What? You don't want to eat eggplant? That's fine. We can have something else." and then he said like the peach. Edgeworth, this is not what I meant. Phoenix, I don't understand. What's going on with you? I'm just asking if you want peach. What, did you think I was talking about the princess? Oh, you silly boy. Well, more of a peach man, right? I can handle that. No, Edgeworth, no! No, what do you think about that? Is that so, Detective Bad? Anyway, would you consider yourself more of an eggplant or a peach guy? Or yourself, Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? We're just scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free. Why? 1, 2, 3. Only the game for thee. Edgeworth, you can't be sending messages like that on the legal boards. Where's my login? No. And now you let this child run for free. Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things she wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? Ah. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay? Alright. I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So, please, find the real bad guy, okay? I won't forgive whoever did this. But in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence. Is Gumshoe still Mickey Mouse, or did he turn into, like, the Grinch? Gumshoe is just Gumshoe now, as far as I can remember. That was only for the last, case. Or the last case. It made sense the last case, because we were actually doing, like, SpongeBob and Disney characters. and case 2 is because you all wanted it. But he's back to normal now. There was no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. What in the disappearing act was that? Did nobody notice how she left? Francisca von Carmick up to Ireland? I don't know how to do any other voice for her. So she just keeps Jacksepticeye. She's just Jacksepticeye. This television is the same model as the one in Defendant Lobby number 2. Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? Detective Bad. What exactly was Kay searching for? 11 people? Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope everyone is doing fantastically. And I hope you all enjoy yourself here. It is definitely a stream for the ages. I'm glad things seem to have sorted themselves out. We love giving characters accents that don't fit them. My friend gave Phoenix an Australian accent. Oh. Auburn Frost. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Also, welcome Fire of Shadow. Hello. It's been a little while. How's the music going? Guitar, right? How's that going? You missed it. Donald Trump was mansplaining baseball to Marge Simpson. And I gotta say, it was one of my best bits of all time. I just did it for like another 15 minutes. Nice. Nice. I wish I could play the guitar, honestly. I am not musically inclined, though. Oh, yeah. Donald Trump was fawning over Matthew Lillard.
I'm gonna Matthew all over that Lillard.
Really one of the best bits of all time.
I love them as...
Has ever... You know what? It's the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie. If you haven't seen it at this point, and you care enough about it, that you're gonna get spoiled, I'm sorry, but...
I loved Matthew Lillard when he was Freddy Fazbear. One of the greatest Fazbear performances of all time. Better than Chucky. At the cheese.
Edgeworth did the Dracula voice?
Detective Bad. What exactly was Kay searching for?
I don't know. I can't do Dracula. I can't do like the actual like thick Transylvanian. I can just do like that deep. Yeah.
Detective Bad. What exactly was Kay searching for? We personally sponsored Chica's Pizza Party. Do you ever see Kamala sponsoring Freddy Fazbear? Terrible, just terrible.
Anyway, Detective Bad. I'm playing a game. What exactly was Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose that has something to do with Kay. It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the fucking point. I didn't actually say that word. But it makes it sound better if I say that word because of how my personality. I don't have time to waste. Donald Trump impersonating the
Har 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 har. Har 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 har. Har 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 har.
What's up, Julia? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It sounds like he'd rather be left alone. It sounds like there's someone trying to impersonate the Freddy Fazbear meme. Really quite intimidating, if I do say so myself. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Har 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 har. No, you did not just har 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 me. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to.
I saw it on TV. The funny bear went har 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 har. I knew my people had to talk about him immediately. Truly an American spirit. Truly an American figure. Freddy Fazbear should wear red, white, and blue just to show how American he really is. He shouldn't be going har 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 har. He should be going pew 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 pew.
Why is this the best corner ever bit of all time? I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is... What is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. It could also be the guy in that Freddy Fazbear costume in the corner over there. Also, have you considered that it could also be you? Like you, the person. God, man. Good God. Look at my eyes. I know it's you. I know you when I smell it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window. That smell's still here. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air, it's perfume. Well, it's giving out quite a stench. Oi, but it's some cheap no-name brand. She said it's a famous brand from overseas. I don't know why is it Christopher Walken now? You said it was some brand from overseas. By golly. You said it was some brand from overseas. I guess that's kind of what I was going for. It's a knockoff. It's definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Are you talking knockoff like the Pokemon move, the dark type? The dark type move that's like 60 power and knocks the item off a Pokemon. Now he's Meowth. from the anime. Knockoff is a 60 power move that knocks the enemy off, that knocks the item off the enemy Pokemon. I didn't know I could do Meowth until that second. No disrespect, but he forced one of them bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it. I didn't know I could do Meowth until this second. And I was like, whoa! You look like one of them Pokemons. The impressions are going crazy? I didn't know I could do Meowth. Being told just now. This is the greatest stream of all time. I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. It's leaving an impression on me. You can speak in Animal Crossing? Bad would have a bunch of dark types and one vanilla. She's Bad would be the guy to have like Darkrai. He would be the one to have Darkrai. He would have like, what would he have? He'd have like Sableye. He'd have like, what else would he have? Spiritomb. He'd have shit like that. Just up in his back pocket. And then yeah, he'd have one ice cream cone Pokemon. He'd also have one ice cream. Dusknoir. True. Oh, with the detective too? Yeah, Dusknoir for sure. Umbreon. Bad would have an Umbreon. What would Francisca seems like someone who would have like fairy types. Like, or is that Maya? No, Maya's ghost type. Pearl is fairy type. Pearl is fairy type. Pearl would have a Sylveon, 100%. Maya would have a ghost type. Ghost and psychic types. Like, Maya seems like the kind of person... But not like the aggressive ghost types. Not like the aggressive ghost types. Like Maya would have like... Maya would have like, what's a ghost type that's like not super aggressive? Like I'm not talking like Gengar. I'm talking like, I can't think of any. Oh shoot. Like Chandelure. Chandelure. Like Maya would have a Chandelure. Oh, you're right. You're right. Manfred von Karma totally gives off, like, Team Galactic Leader. Manfred von Karma totally gives off Team Galactic Leader. He would have had, like, the Crobat and the Weavile. Like, Manfred von Karma would have all of that. Francisca would have, like... I feel like she would be, like, Mars. Cyrus, that's his name. I feel like Francisca would be like Mars, you know, like Ferrugly. Like Francisca would have those kind of Pokemon. Pokemons? No. She would have fucking Ivysaur. Venusaur. She'd have Venusaur for fucking Vine Whip. That's what she would do. That's what she would have. She'd have Vine Whip. Every Pokemon has to have Vine Whip. Venusaur. The Victreebel. She'd have those kind of Pokemon. 100% she'd have those Pokemon. Phoenix seems like a guy who would have like... It's a whip. It must be the strongest move. Phoenix should be the type of guy to have like B-Barrel. You know what I mean? Phoenix should be the guy to have like B-Barrel. You think I'm a water type? You think I'm a water type? Actually, chat, what type do you think I am? Corn naturally just feels grass, right? But like, you know, I don't know. What type do you think I would be? You think grass? Just because of the corn? I have gone so far from the game. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting I'm like playing a game. Edgeworth would definitely have... Edgeworth seems like the kind of guy to have fire types. Edgeworth would be the kind of guy... Edgeworth would be the kind of guy to have a fire type. He'd be the guy to just throw out a Charizard because he can. Oh, Absol is good too. No, Absol's for bad. Bad needs Absol. Bad needs Absol 100%. That's a detective bad Pokemon if I've ever heard one. Edgeworth needs like Charizard. Like Fire Dragon. So like Charizard, Dragonite. Like Gyarados, Pokemon like that seem like Edgeworth Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, I say fire type, but he doesn't necessarily have a type, just Pokemon that like get the job done, you know what I mean? Like, when you think of a Pokemon that gets the job done in like the anime or the game, like what do you think of? You think of Charizard, you think of Mewtwo, you think of fucking like Dragonite, you think of Gyarados. You think of like, what are some others? They just get the job done. You know what I mean? Gengar, Edgeworth would be the guy to have a Gengar. Gets the job done. Alakazam. Oh, like Hitman Chan, Hitman Lee. I feel like Edgeworth would be fans of those. Edgeworth would be all over Hitman Chan, Hitman Lee. Oh yeah, Edgeworth would absolutely be a Gen 1 kind of guy. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna catch all 3 legendary birds. Oh, yeah. This is what the streams have become. We are going on a tangent. It's a good tangent, though. It's a good tangent.
Personally, I think I'd be Arceus. Also, I understand that it's technically pronounced Arceus, but you're wrong. You're wrong. I understand it's pronounced Arceus, but it's always been Arceus, and it always will be Arceus.
Anyway. However, seeing as you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bundle without fail. Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? Misused perfume, jotted down in my organizer, jolted. Jeez. So now we have the perfume Miss You wears. Just fantastic. Arceus? I've never heard it pronounced that. I've never heard it pronounced Arceus. That's insane. I can barely get it. I know technically, I think the canon pronunciation is Arceus. But I still thought it was crazy the first time I heard it. The movie pronounced it Arceus? What? Who in the English translation did that? Lillipup is a 100% gumshoe. You're right, Arthur. Lillipup is 100% gumshoe. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Lulu, you're right. A hocus pocus focus. 1, 2, 3, the game is for thee. Is that all you wanted to talk about? So I'm going back to investigate. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. So, you were in this room the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, but we came in here. Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival... There is a few things I would like to inquire. For example, what is your favorite dragon-type Pokemon? Well, personally, I have to say Hexorus. That attack stat is off the charts. What? Talking to chat is an important part of being a streamer. You and Miss Yu were in 2 different locations. Guess I am. What? What? Did that make sense? What? That doesn't make sense. Bad. That was English. Guess I am. Interesting. I didn't derail a train. I bumped in Sugar Town. It do be like that, though. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Are you craving pizza? Pizza time. No. Oh! Let's see. Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. And, as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on that case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece. I'm craving a piece of that gameplay. But because you were the lead detective on the case. Listen, I'm trying. You knew? I also know that today's trial involving the Cadopian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Whoa! Now then, detective. I believe it's time you were honest with me. This case makes you wonder if Bad thinks Edward is guilty of killing his father. It is before DL6 here, and he did know his father. Yo! Maybe. Maybe. In the KG-8 incident. What the actual shit? If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident. Not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who are directly involved, you two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. Oh. This is really sad. I actually pulled out my lollipop. Okay, hear me out. I do detective... Me too. No. No. Yo, what? The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident. That's it. Oh. Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we 3 were involved with the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring. That's right. I like to smuggle rings. No. Just like the Dodgers smuggled that. Just like the Astros smuggled in those trash cans. Okay, yo. Badworth. Edge bad. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano Group's secretaries? The trial was just a front. I'm too young to know that word. A facade. A facade. Yeah. What the hell was that little C with the squiggly line? How did you do that with your mouth? That was weird. The case became tainted. Well, because the witness who was going to testify about the Amano Group ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed. Then what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Devore. I feel like I know this guy, but for some reason, I can't quite put my finger on it. Does he die later? To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Devore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Amano group. Can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. Which, flashback, we learned was true. His hypothesis was 100% correct. What is he trying to do? Suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling. I suppose it would have been quite different to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Medicochin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder. I low-key want to see Korn struggle in a rhythm game, something like Space Channel 5 for the Sega Dreamcast, PS2, and Game Boy. Yo, rhythm games are my jam. I get so down with rhythm games. Rhythm games are so good. Actually, though, I love rhythm games. I'm so into those. No matter what the rhythm game is, like Guitar Hero back in the day, Rock Band. I used to play that piano game on my phone where you like hit the tiles. I'm not even kidding. I was actually one of the best in the world at that. I'm not even joking. Piano tiles, I was actually one of the best in the world at that. I'm not even joking. I was like top percentage. That game. Oh, copyright, schmoppyright. Very true, though. You have a good point, Sed. I didn't think of that. Should have done that instead of Minesweeper. Minesweeper is a rhythm game, if you think about it. Mr. Faraday, how could you let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, CC, I was supposed to protect them both. Miss Yu didn't mention that as well. About how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister. But even I was supposed to protect them. I fell into their trap. What kind of trap? The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. I fell into a cheese grater. My jacket is now Swiss cheese. You mean you were fired upon? You dropped physics. Did it bounce? You were shot at many times in one gunfight. No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident. I see. I couldn't protect CCU. And the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned. And that's when she came to the courtroom. The victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu. 'Cause, 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 'cause had a jacket on. I took it off. About when you first met Miss Yu. It was on the day the verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes, Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, he said. Then she gave me a hard slap across the face. And that's how I got this scar that you see on my face. It was a really hard fucking slap. Holy shit. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been punishment enough. I suppose not. You said it yourself. That she never wanted to see either of us ever again. After that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG-8 incident had come to a close, continued to hunt down the smuggling ring, got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. Cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. I couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial, related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. You. She appeared out of the blue as a defense attorney. Our client was related to the smuggling ring and she was defending them. Yeah. She was pursuing the ring as best as she could as a lawyer. I think she defended well this time. For the same reason. Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to the same effect.
I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for the leads regarding the KG-8 incident, alright?
And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer.
Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Ruel was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him. Ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
By the way, that's supposed to be Marge Simpson? For anyone wondering?
It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable.
Ugh, so naive. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. What?
How dare you insult the daughter of Von Karma?
Just like us. You felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all. The law is merely a tool. There is no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman. You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. Shag, we hate you. Hey, yo.
What? You hate me? Now why would anyone hate me? Homer, homie, why would anyone hate me?
Merge. But enough sidetracking. That's what I've been trying to tell the streamer Corn Robber this whole this whole stream. No, but enough sidetracking. Alright? Jeez. Sometimes I wish you would just shut up. Play the damn game. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. Did someone turn this fucking sad music off? So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. I met him. He was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've noticed since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. You two seem to have made no progress at all on the Yatagarasu case. Oh yeah, she's also my daughter now. I adopted her.
Did we touch a nerve?
I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. Prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either. I sense that there's more to that statement than meets the eye. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is what's necessary. Oh my goodness, there's still more. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Say that 5 times fast, Detective Bad. It's not as easy as it sounds. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderer's intent towards Faraday and Rel. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. What? The KG-8 incident, and the second KG-8 incident. There's always more. It's Ace Attorney. True. Good point. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial. Well, it's 2 a.m. I have to go to sleep now. Good night, everyone. Good night, Lulu. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate ya. Glad to see ya. Glad everything is well. And I will see you next stream. Autocorrect is really getting you there, isn't it, Julia? It's okay, it gets me all the time too. Don't have too much fun without you. And then she said, don't have too much fun. And I was like, but I always have this much fun. No matter who's here, I always have this much fun. It's a great time. Sorry, I had to do it. But anyway, I hope you sleep well. And I will see you the next stream, hopefully. Bye. He suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, you've been struck by a corner robber! What's up, Super Wee Bros? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already. Whoa. Pause. I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time. A reason, huh? And so in order to catch Mr. Faraday's and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. It'll help you solve this case. And fine. I'll tell you the reason why we never caught the Yatagarasu. What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. What the hell? It still accidentally whipped me anyway. There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. I see. So those are the Yatagarasu special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape. Never tries to draw anyone's attention. It would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away. But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, girl. I'm not done talking yet. I'm not done talking here! What's different about this time was the evidence related to the smuggling ring. Was sent to the police. The sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kadopian embassy. The Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. The special card that all the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. Just what sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. Ah, that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Someone pissed on the floor, and I need help cleaning it up.
What the actual shit?
No, it wasn't shit. It was piss.
Ugh. Yes.
His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you could please head over to the courtroom. Much appreciated, sir.
Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad. What does it mean when someone pisses on the floor?
By something, Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it was me. I did it. I pissed on the floor. I'm so sorry.
Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? Find the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Ooh! Oh, I'm here! It was me! Oh my god! How do I tell him I pissed on the floor? Oh my god. Oh, it's you! Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. It was me! I did it! I did it! I admit it! Oh, I pissed on the floor. Oh, I couldn't make it to the toilet. It appears that his honor is still a bit dispirited about pissing on the floor. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. Oh, I now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. Judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict. Francisca, there is no need to further depress his honor. But I'm not trying to, Miles. Your Honor. The person guilty of pissing on the floor is me. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence? Your Honor! Oh! Yes, can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor! Do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I would, except that the defense attorney has yet to arrive. She is busy with the investigation. Let's keep this brief, shall we? Oh, very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Well are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation into their case. Understood, Your Honor. Your Honor looks so young here. He looks the same. I give the guilty party a lifetime supply of adult diapers to ensure this doesn't happen again. I think you should invest in some adult diapers, Your Honor. It seems that pissing on the floor has become too much of a pastime. Pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of those two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. Maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth. I've placed all the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you. Oh my god, it's a gun! I see. Thank you very much. I will go confirm that they are all accounted for. Okay. All this body humor is making me lose my shit. Okay. I need to stand up for a second, because it's good for you to stand up. But while I'm up, you know what's funny? You know how, like, 2 streams ago, I tried the Mountain Dew mystery flavor? I got a new soda that I've never tried before. It's a Fanta, and it's the Beetlejuice Fanta. It's Beetlejuice spiced apple Fanta. Do you guys want me to go get it and try it? Because I will. I'm gonna stand up anyway, but it gives me an excuse to, like, walk someplace, like, get something. And I'm kind of curious, and I kind of want to try it. To see what my reaction is. It's spiced apple. You need a soda review? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will be right back. It's supposed to be spiced apple, which makes me think it's like apple cider, apple cinnamon, something like that. So, I will be right back. I'm gonna run to get my soda. Oh, okay. Soda review. Also, no, Natalie, I did not get that achievement. Give me 1 second. Let me get that. Oh, let's see. The deck, stand behind them, and you should get the dialogue. Stand behind. Okay. So, like, stand over here. Evidence that Miss Yu prepared is just sitting here on this table. You know, you can't just walk off with it, right? Of course I do. Miss Yu must have been caught off guard by her client's sudden accusation. I wonder how she would have defended Mr. Rell in that case if he was still alive. So, like, over here, too? So this is the evidence related to today's Credopian embassy trial for Mr. Faraday's bag. Oh. Rip. Oh well. I mean, the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right? Yes, finally. Now take a look at the evidence itself and not just the data about them. So be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have the time. Agreed. I want to take a good look at all of the evidence from the embassy murder too. And why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about. Don't put your crop at me. Don't put your corn at me. Just because you don't know something. Also, don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today. I see. Someone is still sore about not being picked by Mr. Von Karma. Okay. Soda review time. Soda review time. 12 viewers. Soda review time. This is the time to do it. I am drinking the Fanta Beetlejuice flavor. Haunted Apple. And it says spiced apple soda. Cheers. It is open. It smells like spiced apple. It does smell like spiced apple. Spiced apple isn't my favorite, but I don't hate it. It's not bad. That's why I got it, because I knew I probably wouldn't hate it. Whoa, that's spiced. Yeah, that's spiced. That's very cinnamony. That's so cinnamony. That is so cinnamony. Oh my goodness. They weren't lying about spiced apple. That's for sure. I said Beetlejuice 3 times. It'll be Hey, yo. I'm fine. I'm invincible. Wow. Yeah, that's a flavor. It's like I can taste Michael Keaton. Hey, yo, what? No, but... Wow. Hey, yo, what? No,
That's like a 7 out of 10. I like it. I don't hate it. It's a little too strong though. I wish it was more apple and less spice. Less cinnamon. But it's not bad. It's definitely unique. Like, I don't think I've ever had like a apple cider soda before. You know what I mean? Or not like an apple cider, but well, a spiced apple. Well, that was an interesting experience. That's for sure. It's also real to see the knife up close. So, we have the knife, the gun, an envelope, and what's this organizer doing here? Oh! Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside that evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it be passed along to you. He said it would help the investigation. I wonder why the judge faded out like that. That was weird. I pissed in this very courtroom too, as you could see. Envelope number, baggie number 5. Detective Bad said that. What a strange stroke of luck. We'll never look a gift horse in the mouth. We might as well flip through it too. Won't rest until I was back there. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art would be used for such a cruel act? And it's never crossed your mind that you use your writing crop for the wrong purpose? This gun, it was originally used to kill the Cadopian Embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Rell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest. And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic. Oh wait, oh, and then this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic. Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started. But I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it! I suppose I should explain it to you then. Yes, sure. Perfectly in its entirety, if you please. On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Shot through the heart! Mac Rell was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned. Smells a bit fishy to me. Because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot. A simpleton of a man! That's what he was! Perhaps he was, but the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film by a security camera. For those wishy-washy on the timeline, these events happen before the flashback cases with Mia in the trilogy. Edgeworth was supposed to debut here instead of against Mia. Yes. Correct. You're right. Shot through the heart! Mr. Rell was caught in the act on film by a security camera. He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe you didn't notice a security camera. The Cadopian Embassy security system is supposedly very well designed. He may have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area. So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself? Yes. The surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it.
It looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Well convicted down in here.
I've collected the evidence I need to prove that Rel was the killer. Between the handgun Rel had on him, he was arrested, and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Okay.
Shot through the shoulder! Not now, Mr. Von Karma.
You're not supposed to reveal that until the first case, or the last case of first game. Or the original last case of the first game, case 4. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rel was the killer in the case. Oh, the sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rel is not the real Yatagarasu. Okay. And it would also appear that he had proof that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. No matter how he may try to play it, as long as I have the Yatagarasu's key, I can prove he's a phony. If I present it to him in court, it should clear everything up. In a long battle, I hope that this will finally bring it to an end. Oh, I didn't even read. And he apparently also had a very definitive piece of evidence. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rel may have made about being the real Yatagarasu. And he had a way to prove that Mr. Rel was the guilty party in the embassy murder. This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later.
Look, there's a picture stuck in between these pages here.
Appears to be a key. Wait a second.
And a rather ornate one at that. Just like a design on the handle.
Craftsmanship is superb. I can't zoom it in. But hold up. Oh shit. Wrong button. Well, I figured that out. I figured that out. The knife and this are related somehow. That's for sure. Smartness. The craftsmanship is superb. Could this be the Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer?
Yatagarasu's key?
I don't know why I rolled the R like that. The Irish accent be making me do weird things. Detective Bad said something earlier. What's the difference different about this time? Was the evidence related to the smuggling ring? Was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian embassy. The Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Till now, the Yatagarasu will always publicize any corrupt dealings to the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about.
Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep this secret.
As the prosecutor on both the Yatagarasu and smuggling ring cases, that's to be expected. Yeah, like, look at the knife. It look... Like, now that I say that out loud, you could definitely, like, take that apart, you know what I mean? The knife is the key, isn't it? Did I already figure that out? Am I a genius? That's odd. What is it? Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. That certainly is odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Cadopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. He mentions the key, but he doesn't mention the knife. The knife is the key. It's so obvious. So obvious. Yeah, isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Rell. It's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse? To think carefully here, there is nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence. Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Damn. Actually, I do know the difference. What? Then what is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. It was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into this courthouse. What? What do you mean? Oh! It's the key, right? Did I crack that? It's the key, right? It's just the key. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Take that!
This Yatakarasu's key. Hell yeah. Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth. You just need to look a bit closer, Francisca, and see what I mean. Don't the color and ornamentation... ornamentation? Alright, that's a word. Of the key's handle remind you of anything. I would have said maybe like motif. Or pattern. I was just making sure for controversy. Sorry, you can't come in. You said a bad word 56 years ago. You said the shit word 56 years ago. You can't come in. Haha. Don't the color and ornamentation of the key's handle remind you of anything? They do remind me of the knife. Very good. Both the Yatakarasu's key in this photo and the murderous knife had this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatakarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife. You don't seriously mean to say? It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces, in fact, one and the same. Or in fact, one and the same. But that's impossible! Even if that is what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. Oh, shit. Knife. It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. The handle and the blade itself both have beautiful designs worked into them. Look! There's even a flower shade design in this good section here. If this hadn't been used as a tool for murder, I'd want it for myself. He seems to be drawn to the embellishments. Too bad this isn't mine to give. Here's the other side. I guess the bottom. Oh! Zoom out a little bit. Hey, yo! I can't believe it turned into a key! I think there was such a trick to this thing. So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key that Yatagarasu stole. Wait. Wouldn't only, like, the Yatagarasu know that there was a trick to that? Or was it just luck that it... Was it just luck? Or did someone the Yatagarasu here? In this story, you know what I mean? I got... yeah, I got that real close-up shot of the key, didn't I? Oops. Whoopsies. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now. Frankly, I'm shocked. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was hiding a knife blade inside. But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick would have killed Mr. Faraday. Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. The great thief Yatagarasu. Okay, good. The key was only in the hands of Faraday and Bat and the killer until now. So something smells, and this time it ain't the Butts. What if it was Larry Butts? What if it was Larry Butts, though? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Oh, come on, guys! I just thought it was a trinket, I swear! The great thief Yatagarasu. Then maybe Mr. Rail really was the Yatagarasu. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario? No, not really. Especially since Mr. Faraday is absolutely convinced that Mr. Rail was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bat said earlier. But when we questioned Rail about what was sent along with the white card, Rail had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, I see. Alright then. I guess the person who knows the truth behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatagarasu. It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Cliffhanger! The case should have ended right there. They could have just seen the golden bit at the end and then changed it. Well, they were approached by Faraday and then used a knife to stab them because they were caught stealing. I mean, maybe.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to find, to be honest. But like, I guess in a way, in a moment, or like someone just got shot, right? I forget. The shooting was first. The shooting first, or was the stabbing first? I don't remember. But either point is, when you're in like under pressure like that, you don't think to like look around the knife or look around the key to switch it to a knife. You know what I mean? That seemed pretty deliberate. That's odd. Oh, that's odd. That was you for a second, Francisca. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court. The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? The video showing the moment in which Mr. Rowe committed the murder. Where could it have gone? Indeed.
Are you done with your inspection of the evidence?
Yes, I am finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence. Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties?
What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for? A liquor?
Whoa. That sounded way worse out loud than I thought. That doesn't sound like something you should call someone. A liquor. Uh-oh. No, not again! Not again! No, Your Honor. That was an important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. Whoa there.
But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene.
He's fine again? That might have just been a little hiccup. We take those. We take those. There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2. Oh. 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 Hi. Oh, hi. September 10th, 6 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Hi. That's Detective Bad, but who is he with? I've never seen that officer before. So, did you find it? No. Not yet, and I've looked everywhere. I see. Well then please, continue with the search. Understood. I'll continue the search. So you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed at crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? Oh, bye. I'll see you later. I'll see you in a couple years. What was that all about? And who was that man just now? Whoever he was,
I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life. Does he even know that we're standing right here behind him? I'm not an idiot. I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids? Actually, though, that is an alpha move. Just leaves. It looks like you were paying attention after all. My head snapped off like Jake Marshall. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, it's me, Jake Marshall. Oh, Lang, what a guy. What a guy. What an alpha. Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my fucking head. It's also called a mirror? Ah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. We're going to keep an eye out on who or what is behind him at all times. So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now? The guy came here from the Republic of Zhengfa, this study. He's Agent Lang. Alpha Chad Wolf? Actually, though. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost owner of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment from scratch. By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude. Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time. There are two wolves inside of me. Neither are laying, but I wish they were. Whoa! Ayo! I don't know how to take that. I agree, however, I can't think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad? Edgeworth, so who was that? Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well. Like I said before, got nothing to do with the likes of you two. I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine, if this is the game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is new. I thought it was just playing the same old text again. Hold on. Earlier you were in lobby number 1, and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective. Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say. I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Boy. You'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another. But it's killing you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation. We gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think? Please, we are asking you for just a bit more of your cooperation. Don't push me, kid. I'd like to ask once again about what happened around here at the time of the crime. I'll refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about? things you don't know about, but aren't you supposed to know everything? He should. Wait, is it possible? Maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind that piece of evidence. I should try showing it to him. It may prove to be the key to getting some answers from Detective Bad. Oh, thanks for giving me the answer. I must present this item to him. Detective Bad, did you know of the existence of the item in this photograph?
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. Of course I did. My job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu case. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagarasu's key are one and the same? What? That's impossible. Looks like he didn't know after all. This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatagarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Oh, Mr. Faraday was planning to use his Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. Rell was not the real Yatagarasu. Isn't that correct? Guess so.
Look at this key. Every time I do, it makes me pee.
However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was, in fact, a knife. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And if neither of us knew, then no one in law enforcement knew either. Or did we miss something as big as this? I noticed that since a little while ago, you appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you were searching for. Yeah, it's right. And why were you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'd protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key would took Faraday's life? Detective Bad. So that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more. Alright. But it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened to me. Or happened. Nothing will change. Ayo! Detective Bad. Ask that you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. And it's just still the same. And this is the last time I'm gonna do this. That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up. And find the truth behind this case. I was in lobby number 1, talking with you. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed down into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2. It sounds like the exact same story you told us before. Indeed. You and I. Indeed, you and I. Indeed. However, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. Was in lobby number 1. Oh. Was in lobby number 1, talking with you. I actually can't draw. Can you do this part? I actually can't draw. I'm gonna need someone else to do this part. Please. Oh, not that. Trolling. I'm trolling. I almost wheeled myself by accident. Why did Miss Yu choose lobby number 1? Answer me. Who knows? She just said that she had something she wanted to talk to me about. We walked into lobby number 1 together, that's all. Joe's answer remains the same as before, I see. We were talking about some trivial things. It's obviously not this one. You should troll and spin the wheel for funsies? I don't know about that one, though. I've been through a lot of pain. I'm enjoying the streak of... sorry, I was yawning. I'm enjoying the streak of not having to spin the wheel. I'm not gonna lie. Was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Miss Yu. Trivial stuff. It was nothing important. That's for me to decide. What the hell? What does this guy think he's on? Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on then. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. It's gotta be this, right? What were the other two? Well, it could be that one. Probably not that one.
Hold it!
Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? Am I making a corn on top? Yo! I'm gonna be a new comedian, but instead of Carrot Top, I'm gonna be Corn Top. Hey, yo. So you heard the gunshot. Did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot. The gunshot Detective Bad heard was really the one from the murder. That would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. I ask that you please amend your testimony with that statement just now. Sure. Corn muffin topped with kernels with popcorn on the side? What is going on? Hey, yo. Didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
Hold it!
Oh. How do I feel about cornbread? I actually love cornbread. Unironically. I actually love cornbread. All in a maze work? Hey, yo. Detective Bad, you honestly don't remember hearing anything else. Cornbread is coated? It really is, though. I like cornbread and garlic bread. I like cornbread more, though. Pumpkin bread is good, too. Banana bread is okay, too. I know, the slight sweetness. You never had cornbread, Sen? I feel so bad for you. I actually do. That's awful. You need cornbread immediately. Pumpkin bread, banana bread, cornbread, and garlic bread. Really for the fantastic. It is though. I wasn't lying. Pumpkin bread, banana bread, cornbread, and garlic bread. Oh, I'm waiting. What is it? What is it, fire? The cinnamon bread and sit-down bread? Yo. Okay, fair. Fair enough. I'll give you that one too. That's true. You make a fantastic point. Detective Bad. You honestly don't remember hearing anything else.
You never heard of pumpkin breads? Thanksgiving classic right there. Thanksgiving classic, pumpkin bread. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Pumpkin bread is definitely like a holiday food. Like, right now. All the places that headed into your city are gone? Oh. That's so unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that. Rip to fire. You'll put anything in your bread over there? Beans? That was a joke. 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 But well, like beans on toast, though, right? Detective Bad, you honestly don't remember beans on toast? Yeah. Is it possible you were so involved in your conversation that you missed something? You will put anything on bread. In bread, yes. Yeah, we do like putting things in bread, that's true. I'm a detective for a long time, and even if I were involved in something, I've got quite the habit of keeping tabs on everything that goes on around me. If there had been some other strange sound, you can be sure I would have heard it. Bread sandwich? Unironically, I've seen people do that, where they will put, like, a different kind of... They will put a different piece of bread in between, like, two loaves of bread. They call it a bread sandwich. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what is that? I've had people do that before. They're like, it's a bread sandwich. I put this wheat bread in between two pieces of white bread. It's a bread sandwich. Where's Gordon Ramsay when you need him? Chocolate chip banana... Yo, stop it. You're making me... You're making me hungry. I don't... I suppose with this detective, that's probably very likely. Well, the gunshot... When I heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together.
Hold it!
And why did the two of you dash out into the hallway straight away? Because we clearly heard the sound of a gunshot.
You're the goat at brownies?
Yo.
Brownies are so good. My mom made a frosted banana cake this week. Yo! What? Why did all my genes go into science and video editing? What went into... Nothing went into baking.
We knew it came from somewhere nearby.
Well, broad? Like, broad shoulders? Like...
Sorry. And how did you know that was a gunshot? In my line of work, you hear enough of them to know. I suppose it's only natural for a detective to know what a real gunshot sounds like. But given the circumstances, the only person I could think of whose life would have been in danger was Faraday. That's why I ran out of the hallway right away and headed for where he was. So Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
Hold it!
Detective Gumshoe was there in the hallway. Yeah. Why didn't you attest to that earlier? When I saw Gumshoe, it was after I heard the gunshot. Having seen him then didn't change the fact that he still could have done the deed. Baking is totally a chemistry, though. Any kind of cooking is. I mean, fair. No, you're right. You're right. If I treat it like a chemistry lab... If I treat it like a chemistry lab, I could probably figure it out. So, you know what? Good point. I will keep that in mind. Ugh. Sounds exactly like what Detective Bad told us before. However, is there something in particular we should be asking the detective about? I think so. There just might be. No one knew that the knife is actually the Yatagarazu's key. Reflecting on that, perhaps there are other things that we know now, but Detective Bad doesn't yet. Yes, that should be my angle of attack. I obviously, okay, what I've learned in this game is if it makes someone like say something new after you press something, that's probably the one you're supposed to accuse on. So it's obviously this one. And it has to do with hearing gunshots. And I know last time it was this balloon. I think, right? I mean, right? Gotta be. Because the judge heard it, right? And we proved that the balloon popped, and that's what the judge heard, right? So... I mean... Nothing else here makes sense. Nothing else has anything... Nothing else here has anything to do with the sound. Literally nothing else other than the actual gun. Which is obviously not that. Nothing else has to do with sound other than the balloon. So that's what I'm going to go with. Objection! Oh my genius. My genius is showing... Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything? The same color as the one Kay was holding. Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon? Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her. Well, as you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon. So, what about the balloon? I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point. What are you getting at? This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. Oh. So the sound that the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh? On top of that, his honor said that he heard the balloon pop. About 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene. Yes, which means that his honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway. When you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well. You know, Corn, the more you do well at harder cases, the more I wonder how you got tricked by Cammy Meal. Hey, yo. Hey, Cammy Meal is a one-of-a-kind thing, alright? Cammy Meal is Cammy Meal, alright? Nothing else needs to be said about that, alright? No, I was still getting into the game. And like, because a lot of times Ace Attorney games, they do, even if the evidence is so like out there and annoying, they do have a pattern to it. And this game's pattern that I've realized is that you just press on every single statement
a lot of times, like 9 times out of 10 at least, there will be some extra added statement added onto it. And then from there, you just say, okay, what do I take away from this statement right here? 'Cause this is obviously the one I gotta accuse them on. And so, just a pattern that you follow. Plus, I've been like really into this case too. Which is also why I might should be paying attention better.
So. Well, don't give me a so.
We just proved that there was a flaw in your testimony.
The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivety cracking. And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and the walls of this place seem so rugged? That's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked.
What is that supposed to mean?
The doors and walls are super thick. The window panes are double layered. To top it all off, even the curtains are made of a special sound-absorbing material. Then, you mean... Since I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there was no way I could have heard that sound.
No.
I knew that's what he was going to say.
That means that Scruff-Face's system is completely useless. If the rooms are soundproof, then of course you wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle.
That's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now do you get it, kids?
Pickles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around.
The other way around.
It's not possible to hear the sound of a balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1.
However, if we examine the situation in reverse, a person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad. If that is the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot? What do you mean, how? I just did.
To be fair, though, like, I get it. These rooms are meant to be, like, super duper soundproof and whatnot. But, like, to be fair, a gunshot is way louder than a balloon popping. Like, you know what I mean? It's way louder. So, like, that could, like, technically be an answer. Like, yeah, I just heard the gunshot. It was way fucking louder. Like, you don't have to wear ear protection to pop a balloon, but you have to wear ear protection to shoot a gun, right? It's obvious that one is so much louder than the other. It's not even close.
It would appear that you have yet to realize the contradiction in your own words. Oh, how so? If the rooms are as soundproof as you say they are, then how did the sound of a gunshot enter your ears? Ugh, I see what you mean. It's because the gunshot is like way louder. I guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I had thought.
Which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to?
I've seen plenty of games and movies and TV shows where people don't wear ear protection. I mean, true. But, like, also, that's just way too loud. Which means what exactly, Miles?
In the end, what does it all boil down to?
Boils down to this. There must be a reason. As to how Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have.
It was in the other room, man. There's no way it's that soundproof. Who's in the other room, man? Just right next to him. Practically right next to him. Just with the doors closed. What do you mean he couldn't have heard the gunshot? Sorry, I'm getting too logical in an Ace Attorney game. Looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh? What? State of the crime scene? Wait, can it be that ultra-strong perfume you wears? She spilled some of it. And way too noisy. The surveillance video. How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? No way! No way! Okay. Okay. Right, if I get this wrong, I have to spin the wheel. Okay, let me think. Because thinking out loud has actually saved me like 3 or 4 times now in this case. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so let's think of everything we have here. We have a very loud television, missing evidence, dissipating the smell. Okay. 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 Let me think out loud. Let me think out loud. I mean, oh! Okay, well, I think I figured out the first one just because of the description here. But let me think out loud here. So, we have very loud television. We have missing evidence. I got it. I so got it. You guys are gonna be mad that I got it. Okay. Think about this. The scent of flowers is in the air. We have a flower bottle. Right? Okay. Means this you was around here somewhere. Okay? I don't know if that's actually right, but just the fact that we can smell the perfume when it was in the other lobby. You know what I mean? And we can smell the flowers. You think you understand what I'm standing? You understand what I'm standing? So, okay. Walk you through it, Blaze? Okay, so. I don't know if I'm right, because this might seem out there. But I think I know what happened here with everything that I have here. I just need to figure out the right order to logically put it together, right? I think this is a good start because we see the scent of flowers is in the air and this is a flower bottle with the perfume. I think that's a good place to start. But my theory is with everything that I see in front of me, okay? And the cutscene that just played before it, right? We have the flower bottle. We have the open window. I think that's a good place to start. It proves that stuff can leave through the other lobby. Stuff can travel by window, by open window. Well, the windows are open, right? Stuff can leave one window and go to the other window. That proves it. And I think we need to prove it first with the smell here. I think it's what we need to do. We need to prove it first with the smell here. And then what we do is we connect... We connect the TV with... I don't know what to connect the TV to, because I understand what's happening here. I understand 100% what's happening here. I just don't know which one to pair it with. The loud television. So okay. You know what? I'm gonna start here because I think this is a place to start, and then we can go from there. I think this is a good place to start, and then we can go from there. Let me just do this. Think it through one more time. Yes, send the flowers in the air. Flower bottle. This is the I feel like this is the easy one of the logic chain. Yeah. Oh! Let's go. It's simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through barred windows. And yet the fragrance of the perfume managed to escape from the defendant lobby number 1. Of course, incorporeal I wouldn't have put it that way. That's a little smart for me. Maybe I wouldn't have put it that way. But, yes, incorporeal things can move freely through these open barred windows. Okay. It's kind of what I was saying, though. We need to prove that stuff can leave from open window of the other lobby in this lobby. And that smell is how we prove that. It's what I was trying to kind of say. But the flower bottle with the flower scent, that really put the nail in the coffin for me. You know what I mean? That was kind of out there if the description literally wasn't, I could smell the flowers out the window, and the bottle literally wasn't a flower. You know what I mean? That's how I put that together. But yes, incorporeal things can move freely through these open barred. I feel like that was pretty obvious from the get-go, but okay. This is the hard one. We have this and we have this. I know the answer. Okay, I know the answer. I absolutely know the answer here because I remember what the missing evidence was from. It's from the moment that that Mr. Rowe murdered the whoever, right? Supposedly, allegedly. He was dead before we can prove it. But allegedly, that's where Mr. Rowe murdered the person, right? Whoever that was. Was that dead man or dead guy or I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway. So obviously there was a gunshot, right? There was a gunshot on that tape. Because it was the moment where he shot the guy. So there was a gunshot on the tape. TV was turned up really loud. So my theory is that the TV was turned up to an incredibly high volume. This was playing on it with the windows open. Boom, gunshot through the window. Case closed. That's what happened. Oh my god, they were killed before. They were killed before this happened. It was so obvious. They were both killed before this even happened. Whoever the killer was set it up, went in there, killed both of them, turned the TV volume up, opened the window. It's you, isn't it? Because her scent. It's you. Her scent. Right? Am I right? Because of her scent, right? So she doesn't count on the scent traveling from window to window, right? So he goes in there, kills both of them. Turns the TV volume up. Opens the window. Leaves defendant lobby number 2 like nothing ever happened. You know, comes to defendant lobby number 1 whenever. Opens that window. Well, let's see, but then how does she play the video? Well, doesn't matter. We'll figure that out later. Somehow syncs the video up to when she does that. Maybe she knows how long she has. And so she just calmly rushes to defendant lobby number 1, opens the window. Ooh, oh, I need some air. Boom, gunshot. They rush over. Everyone hears it. Bada boom, bada bing. Crime just happened. Okay. I think I'm very close. It was Gumshoe all along. What's up, Seifel? Alright, how's it going? Okay, but obviously, I think it's that. I just don't know whether I put the TV with the open windows first or I put the TV with the missing evidence first. Because the TV obviously goes with both of these. So the TV is the one I need. I just don't know if it goes with the windows or if it goes with the evidence first. You know what I mean? I have a feeling it's the windows on the television just because of what Edgeworth said, right? So he's like, I remember, man, smell can pass through here, and I have a feeling it's gonna be something dumb like, well, if smell can pass through the windows, then so can sound. You know what I mean? That's why I'm leaning towards the window. I have a feeling that that's what they want me to do. Because, like, obviously I could just be like, yeah, it's the LED television and the missing evidence. But I guess, technically speaking, if I were to really seal the deal here on the window and the television, if I were to really seal the deal, we don't know that the missing evidence was in the television. We can link them, sure, but we can't prove that the missing evidence was in the television, right? So I have a feeling that's what the game wants me to do, is it wants me to connect that sound can also travel through here with the TV and the window. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Hope I'm right. Holy shit! Oh my god! Am I a genius or am I a genius? Now then, what else besides the smell can go both? Oh my god, did I get it right on the money? I was joking when I did that. I mean, I was like half joking when I was like, man, smell can pass. How about sound? The answer is sound. Oh my god, he actually... No shot. No way. I was like half joking that he would use that as an answer. He actually used that as an answer. Not only can smell pass through, but sound can too. Yeah, no shit. So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows in both defendant lobby number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations. Right! But my theory is... which I think this next logic is going to prove. My theory is that they were killed when the windows were closed. My theory is... well, you know my theory. I've said it like 3 times already. Killed beforehand, then opened the window, or turned the TV up, put the tape in, then turned it up. Bada boom, bada bing, gunshot, heard. There's only 2 options left, so I gotta go with these. Not letting me back out. So, here we go. Missing piece of evidence is a video that shows the moment at which Mr. Rell killed the embassy staff member.
sound of the gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. Yeah, why would you... Okay, that's... He's a bad detective. Wink, wink. You didn't even think about the windows being open? Bro. Come on now. The sound of the gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for the recess and brought back here. If it disappeared after that time, then it's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! Edgeworth, you're not supposed to actually say that in... Moment, come on now. The evidence that the missing... Oh, the evidence that the missing evidence created for me is the gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. Miles, what have you been thinking about? Not wasting time thinking. And let's start looking again. It's not a waste of time to think, for I figured out where we should look. Why are you... Edgeworth, can you explain why you're just huffing Bad's shoulder? You are breathing that in. You are breathing in his pits right now. Holy. Where would that be? The fact you could see his hand just... I believe we should examine the television. TV. Well, you kids have fun. Go out and examine whatever you like. I mean... Oh, okay. Alright. Well, okay, let's look at the TV, right here. A video player. There seems to be a videotape inside. How did you end up behind Bad? I was supposed to be standing by the TV to dramatically point at... Wait, did I bug the game out? That's funny. It must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. Oh, the tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. This tape could not be the missing surveillance tape. Well, I suppose, but... Detective Bad, would it be alright with you if I verified the contents of the video? Sure. Knock yourselves out. Oh, alright, then let's rewind this and see what we have. If I remember correctly, the footage of Ralph killing the embassy staff member could be at about the 30-minute mark from the start of the tape. Understood. Feel alright? Now then, let's see. This is the footage of Mr. Rell shooting the embassy staff member. I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, was here all along. Sound. What's the meaning of this? It appears that Detective Bad had figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, we can figure out the trick behind this double murder. You mean that you figured it all out then? Yes. All I have to do now is show what the gunshot Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard was. Through where they heard it from. Fine. In that case, show me what you've deduced. Okay. It seems... Here, right? Through the window. With the surveillance video. Right? Eureka! Oh yeah, baby! The door and the windows of the crime scene, namely this room that we're in, were closed. The killer could have used the gun, and no one would have been the wiser. That's true. This courthouse does seem to be well designed for such a thing, as it were. However, what happened in reality was Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bad, and Miss Yu, all three of them heard the gunshot. All the windows in lobby number 1, number 2, and the hallway were open. Well, naturally, the people in those locations could hear it. Ah, but then why would the criminal open the window in the first place? Well, none of the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. It's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Miles. I demand satisfaction. Very well. I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. Oh, when the crime took place. Obviously. I don't even need to see the answers. It's when. When the crime took place. I didn't even need to see the answers. I didn't even need to see them. I theorized this before this was even a question. When, baby? Killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their precise wishes. And they used the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. Oh, that's why the tape was left running. You mean, gunshot I heard? It's from this video. Yes, which means that the murders really occurred at an earlier time than we thought. Huh? Must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone who has no alibi for that time period. Planned this crime out in advance. That person is the real killer. Woo, baby! Mr. Edgeworth, I pissed on the floor again! Ugh. What is it? Miss Yu was asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says that she's identified the murderer, that she wants to clarify something. It looks like Miss Yu is still investigating something. Understood. Please tell her that I will be right over. I'll come along or to hear what she has to say. It would appear that the time has come to uncover the truth. To be continued. Alright, you know what that means. Thank you all for joining the stream. I know it's a cliffhanger. I know it's a cliff. I know it's a cliffhanger. I know it's a cliffhanger. I know. But it is a weekday. I have to go. I have to go. It is a weekday. Unfortunately. I have to wake up tomorrow. However, I won't be back Wednesday, but I'll be back Friday. I'll try to be back on Friday. But I appreciate you all for coming out. Thank you, Blaze. Thank you, San. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Seifel. Thanks, Calvin. Sen. Fire of Shadows. Natalie. Dalia. Thank you, Lulu, of course. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I appreciate you all. Be sure to like this stream and survive. Do that too. Survive as well. I meant to say subscribe, but also survive. That would be nice. I would appreciate you that too. And I see you all on the next stream. Bye-bye. I just pulled the Markiplier right there saying bye-bye. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. That's just how it worked. That's just how it came out of my mouth. Anyway. See you later.